Your New England Patriots, they did it. They did it in wild fashion. Yeah, John just fist bumped,
baby.
Yeah, he's really
on the board.
Really into it. But look, they went to Miami. I thought it was a very encouraging win. I thought the way they won is the way that you're going to have to win games.
Oh, God.
It is.
I know.
Special teams.
That wasn't a. I'm understanding that you're correct. This is a very flawed team that ran into a team that was more flawed.
Yes, but no, but I'm not dismissing that win. You went to a place that you never win,
right,
and you made plays that you needed to make
against a quarterback you've never beat.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right.
It's crazy.
It is crazy considering how the lack of physical gifts that guy has. But I thought it was a very good win, and I had been hoping that they would win that game. I really was.
More than anything, before we get into it, it was an entertaining game.
Oh, yeah.
It was a hell of a way to spend a few hours on a Sunday afternoon, which is
after the first quarter
opposition to most games we've been watching for this team for the last several
years.
The
second half was a lot. There was a lot going on.
They showed up in Miami yesterday to take on the Dolphins. I would first like to, accept the L on my brilliant idea of taking the Dolphins to score a touchdown on their first drive at plus 240. That was the one that I was chirping about. Oh, I got this bet. I got that. All right, that didn't happen. Patriots got the ball and immediately got to work.
Douglas in motion. Another bootleg to the right. Maye throws it. He's got an open man. Hollins! Touchdown, Patriots! Across the near sideline as New England takes the lead.
What a play call by McDaniels. How about the whole drive? You come out, you run the ball, you pound it. Sort of different intensity to start the game. Get your quarterback going with some quick throws.
Yeah. A couple of quick throws, couple of runs, and then the icing on the cake.
Borregales again back home in South Florida. The snap from Ashby to Behringer. It's down. The kick is airborne to the uprights, and it hit the right upright.
Oh, my God.
So the rookie played in this stadium for the University of Miami and went 2 for 3 last week on field goal tries with a miss to the right, is unable to connect. And the Patriots have a 6-0 lead in the early going.
Kickers.
Look around the league. Kickers are the difference between a lot of teams winning and losing. I mean, it's amazing how much that position has grown. That 50 remember when we were younger and 50-yard field goals were like kind of where it was iffy?
Yes.
Like around 50?
I do.
And now those are automatic. And now 60-yard field goals are the ones that are kind of iffy.
Right,
but very makeable.
Yes,
it's crazy when you hear him talking about it. It's like, oh, that's a little bit out of his range. Why? What are they at? 58.
Yeah.
Like a 58-yard field goal 20 years ago was unthinkable. You wouldn't even think about it.
A week ago, the Steelers win on a 60-yard field goal. You saw the Dallas game. That was a 64-yard field goal that gets that gets Dallas into overtime. I mean, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something about field goal.
They're going to narrow the goalposts.
They're going to have to narrow the goalposts.
They're going to narrow the goalposts is what they're going to do. Eventually. I mean, you're right. I mean, 55-yarders are layups for guys who kick in the NFL right now.
Yeah, and it's not great when you can
most
make
kickers. Yes.
A 64-yard field goal, if that starts becoming like a 70%, 65% proposition.
Yeah.
You don't even have to move the ball. You just have to basically get one first down, and then you're essentially in field goal range.
It's true. Usually, most NFL drives start between the 30 and 35-yard line at this point.
Right.
So you need 20 yards of field position, basically.
So a 67 is from the 50.
Yeah. So you start at your own 35-yard line.
Yeah, so you need
20 yards, basically, to have a chance.
Unless you're the Cowboys, you don't even need 20 yards.
Brandon Aubrey, we were just talking.
No, I know Aubrey's great.
He's the best kicker in the league.
Yeah, I know, but there. I mean, if you just need to get a first down, basically, and then you're basically in field goal range because you just really do need a first down, and then you just need to. You could run the ball 3 times for like 8 yards, and then be in conceivably field goal range,
especially at the end of games and end of halves. That's insane.
That's not great.
Yeah. And then you have Borregales missing an extra point.
Mixing an extra point.
Well, yeah, because the Patriots would find the touchdown again before the Dolphins got on the scoreboard.
Takes the snap, back 2 steps, lobs a throw left side, looking for Booty. A lot of contact, and Booty makes the catch. Touchdown, Patriots!
I said it on the prior play. You got one-on-one on Jack Jones out there with Booty. I wanted the shot there, but they waited till the next play. What a throw by May, which allowed Booty to find the ball and fight. This kid, number 9, has got a knack for catching the ball down the field.
I believe that's the play where Pop Douglas was in the same area.
Yes, it went over Douglas, and somehow Booty managed to reach out with his left hand and bring it in.
You tell me, absolutely on the witness stand, was that ball 100% the whole time going to Booty?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I thought it was. Booty, that was the one where they were talking about how if you can hook the corner and that you're in that position that you hook the corner, I think that was going to Booty, and I think Jack Jones misplayed it.
Okay.
It looked like he was on it, but and by the way, that's about as low a play-by-play guy you'll get. I think there was even some issues with the audio being in sync with the video.
There was. The audio was a couple of seconds ahead there for a while.
Yeah, because when Waddle caught his touchdown, they announced a touchdown while the ball was still in the air.
Yep. That's the first quarter in general was abysmal.
Yeah, it was a little bit of JV affair, and then it kept shorting out and stuff.
Well, there was no yellow line for a while. You couldn't hear the refs for a while. You couldn't hear the guys for a while. And then when the guys stopped talking, you could hear them jiggling their microphones off camera. The first quarter was ridiculously bad. But for Booty, that guy made a great catch.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
He's a really good receiver at this point.
It's funny because I would have asked them to get the audio, but I don't think you could find it. You had that team, the Jets-Buffalo game, which was a real shootout, was Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
Yeah.
And it was the 40th anniversary to the day of Jim Nantz's first being on CBS, and they spent, I don't know, no joke, close to 10 minutes in a row during the game doing it. And then it got crazy, and they went to Leslie Visser on the sideline, and she started talking about how it was his 40th year at CBS. It was awful. And my son's like, who's this? Why the hell do they keep talking about this guy? Is he the old one? And I'm like, yeah. And then Tony Romo, something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
He's mouthing, he's the best. He's the best. No, you guys don't even like each other.
Yeah.
Liar.
So the Patriots now up 12-0. It should have been 13 at this point. You have a chance for an extra point here to make it 14-0. Borregales had missed the first extra point. It's not going to happen again.
And now Borregales is on for the point after try. He missed his first off the right upright. The snap is back. The kick is lifted to the uprights, and that kick is no good.
You got to be
He
kidding
missed it
me.
again. Same place.
Look at Vrabel. I mean, it just takes a little off what you've accomplished on the first 2 drives.
So the Patriots.
It's always great.
Was he uncomfortable playing in at that venue, Borregales?
All kinds of nervous,
Was it?
apparently.
Oh no, he played college ball there.
I know.
That's there's no excuse.
I know.
All right, Patriots having some success in the air and also on the ground thanks to running backs like.
Give to Stevenson, runs through the middle, and out of an ankle tackle across the 50-yard line. Bounces off one hit, and then another, and he carries a pile inside the 40. Tackled on the left hash mark of the Dolphin 37.
You know what's funny? They tell everybody in the stadium, we're running it here, and the Dolphins just can't stop it.
There were times when it was quite obvious what play was going to be happening, and the Dolphins, for as close a game as this ended up being, and for as a little bit of back and forth as there was, man, they're bad. Man, they got all kinds of issues.
We talked
Both
about
sides
this.
of the
We
ball.
talked about this in the days running up to the game. I mean, Miami is in a bad place. They have a head coach that's going to lose his job. Their star player clearly doesn't want to be there. It is all kinds of acting out. And they have a quarterback that's one hit away from the end of his career. And you saw the way they looked against Indianapolis in week 1. We knew that was a bad team going in. They were as bad as advertised, that team. That team may win 2 games.
But it's still, it's still a team that has that one player and still in a league where if you've got that 1 or 2 player combo on offense, you can still make a game of it.
3rd and 13. Dropping back to throw. He's in the pocket. He slides left. He launches a long ball for Hill. Separation. And he catches it. He caught it inside the 30. He's dropped at the 26. Alex Austin had it in his sights. Didn't turn to find the ball. And Hill caught the pass as if he was catching a punt. And the Dolphins convert.
What a disaster on this throw.
Well, Tyreek Hill, for the guy who doesn't want to be there, for his teammates who are, questioning his commitment to it, 6 catches for 109 yards, including that 47-yard reception we just heard.
Patriots played a lot of zone early on, and Tyreek Hill would just find a seam and wait. They seemed unable to cover him. Alex Austin had a really bad first half. He got beat by Waddle for a touchdown, and then he had that pass. Not good.
No. Let's go back to the Patriots here as Drake Maye was having good times with Ramondre Stevenson.
On 3rd down, he drops back to throw. Pressured by Phillips. Moves up. Throws it down the right side for Stevenson. Lays it out there, and he makes the catch. Running down the right side of the cut. Left at the 30-yard line. Ramondre runs it to the 25. And he ducks under a defender and is dropped at the 20-yard line.
What an absolutely, I would call great play by Drake Maye here.
Yes. By the way, that last Tyreek Hill reception would set up the field goal that would put Miami up on top. Patriots retake the lead thanks to Drake Maye taking the ball himself.
Takes the snap. Rolling to his right. He's being chased by Judon. Drake Maye on the run to the 5. Gets away from Judon and runs to the end zone. Across the goal line. Inside the right pylon as the Patriots take the lead for the moment. There is a flag. However,
Touchdown. Holding defense. Holding on Miami.
All right, very good. By the way, Ramondre Stevenson again with the 2-point conversion, so they go up 23-20. I think we break here, Fred, and then we get to the real fun that happened toward the end of the game. Because if all you wanted was an entertaining game to watch, if you had just no skin in the game, win or lose, you just wanted to watch something fun, this game was entertaining for the most part. At the end, it got real entertaining.
a hop and then a run to the right. Got away from Schoolers, spun into another Patriots and broke away. Near side, 45-50, trying to outrun Behringer. He does. He's going to run down the left side of the 30, to the 20, angling right to the 10, to the 5.
No flags.
To the end zone. No flags as those told you. Miami has taken the lead. Touchdown.
Just
on
like
the
that.
return.
Boy, does that take the wind out of your sails.
Gross. Scott Zolak sums it up nicely there. The Dolphins would go up 27-23 at that point.
That was right after Garrett Bradbury bounced a shotgun snap past Maye on 2nd and short to make it 3rd and 26, forcing him to punt.
Yes.
Yeah, not good.
All right. So we heard Vrabel there in the postgame, just a little snippet of it, talking about how they would bounce back. How would they bounce back from that on the ensuing kickoff?
The liner handled by Gibson on the run to the 20, to the 25 with a cut inside the 30. He bounces away near side to the 45-50. Gibson to the 35 of Miami 30. 15, 10, 5. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Patriots.
No flags.
A somersault to punctuate a touchdown return for New England. And the Patriots have the lead.
Stick that one in your head.
Yes, 30-27 Patriots retake the lead. Now, what are our feelings collectively about Mike Vrabel running along the sideline during that play?
He's not the first to do it. It's something that's actually fairly common. Belichick did it all the time. He had his boobies hitting him in the face. That's why he often had heart attacks on the sideline. No, like Pete Carroll, big guy doing it.
Well, that's why Belichick would have the face bruises from his breast coming up and hitting him in the face as he was running down the
Move damage.
And then he would have to be carted off the field. You do it, I do it. It's just something that most coaches do. They tend to run down the field during those.
So the Patriots would
a lot of pressure on a coach in a game.
Yeah, at this point,
which is ultimately out of your control too. So,
but you've got the feeling now anything can happen. You just
anything can happen. Sure,
like you've got
2 extra points. There's a punt return and a kick return back to back. Yeah,
what you're not expecting is like good fundamental football and just I don't know, maybe getting a stop. Would the Patriots be able to get a stop?
Snap to Tagovailoa. Four-man rush. Pressure from behind. He is sacked from behind. And Harold Landry with another sack as a Patriot. 2.5 last week.
Got to play again.
Versus
Got to
Las
get back.
Vegas. And another today against Miami. That is his sixth against the Dolphins in 6 career games.
Yes, the Patriots playing some good sound defense here at the end, which was capped by
Tagovailoa, who takes the snap. Back a couple of steps. Steps up, steps up. He throws off balance. Intercepted by Mapu. Coming back the other way to the 50. Cut left at the 40-yard line. And Marte Mapu with the pick is dropped at the 37.
$50 million my rear. You can have him for that.
Hey, well, I have no idea who he was throwing the football to. Even if Mapu wasn't there, that would have gotten intercepted. That was a terrible throw.
My rear.
Yeah, I didn't care for that either.
No.
No, I don't like that.
I think he's compensating a little bit.
Now, a little bit later, we're going to listen to some locker room audio in the post game, but one of the game balls was given, believe it or not, to the kicker specifically for this.
Try to stretch a 3-point lead. The snap is down. The kick is airborne to the upright. And that kick is good. He nailed it. So the rookie, whose day began back home in Miami, inauspiciously converts that long field goal try.
And we're going to be dice rollers here, man. We're just come on throwing at the end of the game. Like, give me a heart attack here. Like, what are we doing?
All right, so
I'll tell you,
that brings up a very interesting point. Go ahead, Fred.
I'd give him a game ball too. I showed quite a bit of resiliency. He could have fallen apart completely. So he did have 2 very big field goals. Yes, Jonathan.
Let's not forget that originally Vrabel didn't want Borregales out there. He was going to go for it on 4th and 2. Morgan Moses called for a false start penalty to make it 4th and 7. So then you trot the field goal kicker out there, and he kicked it.
Yeah, Moses needed a breather.
But it was on that series where, all right, you need to kill some clock here. What are we going to do? What are the first 2 plays we're going to call?
Runs, you would think.
How about a pass? How about an incompletion? Stop the clock. All right, we learned our lesson.
That's Josh being extra creative again.
What are we going to do? Well, all right. Second down, what are we going to do? We're going to pass it again.
Yeah.
Now, that one got completed, but holy crap, what are we doing?
The big criticism on the broadcast for that first pass was it wasn't there. The receiver was covered. If you're Drake Maye, you need to pull the ball down, take a sack, or if you really feel the need to throw it away. But I would have preferred him to take a sack and force Miami to take that extra time out.
Right,
that
which
nice.
That's asking a lot of a second-year player to take a sack in those situations.
I wouldn't call the pass play to begin with.
Well, yes, take it out of the kid's hands. That would have been ideal.
Well, yeah, I mean, just asking a kid to go, hey, situationally, you should take a sack here is. First of all, they're not saying it into his ear, I would imagine. I imagine they're going hey, take a sack if you can. If you get in any trouble, because you're in any other scenario, you were not to take a sack. You were to get rid of the ball. So I'll give him a break on the taking the sack thing.
Yeah,
that seems like 10-year vet, 11-year vet play.
But ultimately, Josh McDaniels should have called 3 runs, forced Miami to use all of their timeouts, and he didn't.
Right. And
no, you could have paid. He was playing chess.
So the Dolphins did get the ball back one final time, down 6. Some time left on the clock. It came down to this.
Tagovailoa takes the snap. He drops back. He looks down the middle. He's pressured. He's sacked by Melvin Williams. Takedown in the backfield. And the Patriots on the verge of taking down Miami for the first time since 2019 here in South Florida.
I just want to get out of this booth. I just want to go home. Get me out of here. Nothing good happens here. What a game.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Miami think they would score, right? With the weapons that they have at that part of the field. 2 sacks in a row. Not bad.
No, and so the Patriots moved to 1-1 on the season. Dolphins winless at 0-2. 33-27 your final.
For the latest from the Sports Hub, download at 985thesportshub.com.